Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Lesser Saints of Discord. I am one of your
Okay, hold on.
hosts.
Hold on.
There is
Sir,
watching.
we get it. Janet Jackson's nipple was the Harambe of halftime shows. Okay? You don't need to keep going on about it.
That is not at all what the conversation was.
They don't know that.
And you're the one that brought it up.
Yeah. Anyhow.
I don't think talking smack about Janet Jackson is really fair when it's all Justin.
Anywho.
Yeah, he clearly.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Lesser
didn't
Saints
get
Discord.
the proper grip, or he pulled way too hard. yeah, as I said, I am Sirius watching. Jables joining us late, and Rimshee running the show as always, allegedly.
I had to pee. Sorry.
You wait till you're on air and you pee in a bottle like a true podcaster.
Well, no, that's for halfway through the show.
No.
That's how I
The one
start
thing that I
every show.
refused
That's a lie.
to do when I was.
I don't have to pee.
It's the one thing I refuse to do delivering packages for Amazon. It's like, I'm not pissing in the bottle in the back of my van. I will find a bathroom, or I will pull over and go behind a tree.
That is one of the hard parts about driving an ice cream truck. Is finding places to pee, because you're like in neighborhoods. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you definitely can't be pulling the the bottle trick in an ice cream truck. Not when there's children around.
Yeah.
End up on a fucking
I mean,
registry.
when I'm in like
Then
rural
there's also
areas,
the food
there's
sanitary
places.
shit.
Yeah. There's like Deer Park is like a large town that I used to go to. They have so many parks, and they all have open bathrooms. That place is great. It's perfect. Because I'm going by the park anyways, because I have a fucking ice cream truck. And I just shut things down for a quick minute while I go take a piss. In their bathrooms that are provided.
Yeah. Park. You go to where the people is.
Yeah. But it's also, right now it's March, so not all the bathrooms at parks are open yet. They tend to keep those locked up through the winter.
Yeah, when I was at German Park just recently, the bathrooms are still boarded up because the park hasn't officially opened yet.
Yeah. I saw
But
something.
even then, it's not open to the public. It's specifically for the German American.
Yeah. I saw something amazing the other day. I was in this neighborhood. It looked like relatively new construction. But all the houses were different. They didn't look like four variations of like the same type of house. They were legitimately all different. And it was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of nice.
Interesting.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm pulling chats up right now.
Yeah, I am too, actually.
Yeah. Oh, and I've been seeing a lot of the meme lately, like your friend that says they didn't grow up rich, and then it's like a tour of their house, and they have like, like an arcade room and shit like that. most of my life growing up, it was like it's been, and this is true throughout like a lot of Spokane. It's a mix of like poor and rich people living pretty close together. But yesterday, I went to this one town, and I'm driving through it, and I was like, "Oh, these are the kids that are gonna say they didn't grow up rich." But holy shit! Like that town has an ordinance. I have to wear a name badge with like a specific solicitor's license to drive an ice cream truck in it. It's like an entire town of a gated community, but it's not gated. It's just nobody else can afford to live there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the invisible fence called wealth disparity.
Yeah.
Only instead of keeping dogs in yards, it keeps out pores.
Yeah. You want to know what was refreshing about it, though? Lots of black people in that town. Not surprised. I'm joking. Yeah, I should have put my hat on.
I mean, at least you don't condescend nearly as badly as Hollywood does.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my goodness, a vampire movie made by a black guy starring black people. Here's 16 Oscar nominations.
I wasn't. Maybe I went in with the wrong expectations. I was expecting a vampire movie, not an art film.
I mean, like,
I liked the movie. It was
the music's good.
I think it was a good movie.
Film.
I think it was a good movie. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So I was kind of like, oh man, I was in the mood for a vampire movie, and it was an art film about how music transcends
it's not,
ages.
This film deserves more nominations than fucking Return of the King.
Yeah. Maybe it deserved a few nominations at least, for sure. I think it was well acted, well shot.
Which movie?
I like the script.
Yeah, it took
Sinners.
Sinners. It took home 4 awards last night. Best actor in the lead role for Michael B. Jordan, which Timothy Chalamet got robbed.
I was wondering why there were so many pictures talking about 5 black people with Oscars. Didn't realize it's because the Oscars were recent.
It got best original screenplay. It's like, yeah, I don't know if it's that original. I mean, I've seen Dusk Till Dawn before.
No, it was, that movie was more about how music transcends time than it was like a Dusk Till Dawn thing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I liked it for the art piece.
Or music, one of those.
Okay. Yeah.
It got
I'm fine with those awards.
But Frankenstein won costume.
Yeah, Frankenstein. Have you seen that?
The Guillermo del Toro one?
Yeah, the new one that just came. I don't know if it's Guillermo del Toro.
It was Guillermo del Toro. No, I haven't had the chance to sit down and watch it. I've heard
but I've seen some
Sinners
pictures.
was a movie until like yesterday, when a friend messaged me, "I'm watching Sinners." I'm like, "Cool, I have no idea what that is."
Yeah, no, I've seen some pictures of what Frankenstein's monster looks like in that movie, and it looks really good. So like I'm cool with that award going to that. I don't know how it looks in motion though. I haven't seen the movie.
I do think it's a little unforgivable though that Warfare did not get a single nomination.
I never even heard of Warfare.
Look at the people choosing.
Yeah, but like it's like you could have at least given them a nomination for best sound.
Yeah. Yeah. The problem with the Oscars
about a circle jerk making a decision that stands outside their circle jerk.
Yeah. Also,
that's the entire reason why one Battle After Another won Best Picture, because it wasn't because it was a good movie.
Yeah. Also, when it comes to the Oscars, I think you have to pay to get your movie even thought of, and then it's just like politics and buddying up to the people that vote for stuff. So it's like,
there's actually,
whatever.
There's a backstage list of requirements now to even be considered for nomination.
Yeah, so I'm still mad about the Oscars and the Academy Awards in general since 2000. Because Trey Parker was nominated for Best Original Song from the South Park movie. You want to know who he lost it to?
Figure out who won that year. Who?
It was Phil Collins. That was also the year that the movie, for Tarzan. Yeah, well, You'll Be in My Heart.
I mean, Tarzan had a really bitchin' soundtrack.
It did, which is why I'm not that mad about it. But I was like, God damn, Tarzan couldn't come out like a year later, so Trey Parker could have something. They also showed up high on acid. That's the year that they showed up high on acid in dresses to the Oscars.
Well, at that point, they were like, we're probably never going to be here again like this, so fuck it.
No, Hollywood, like the people in Hollywood, a lot of them secretly love them, but so many people hate them. Because, they go after whoever they want to go after.
Was there.
That's cute.
But they led him through a different thing, so they didn't end up out on the red carpet.
Oh, that sucks.
Even though he's had one of the most successful movies of the year so far.
Yeah, I heard the movie's not that great. But you get an audience to go to the movies. That's an achievement in and of itself.
Also, at the same time, it's like it's his first film.
It's his first film, and he paid out of pocket for it without any production company. So
it's like, yeah, it's not the greatest movie that you'll ever see, but like for a guy's very first film and actually getting like a wide release and making a shitload of money, it's like
based on the story of a game that kind of sucked, and but he was super interested in the story, so he wanted to make a movie about it. Yeah.
I mean, like, the game is, like, really basic. You can do it in, like, an hour.
Yeah.
But it does have
but he
implications.
was... Yeah, and that's what he was interested in, so he wanted to make a movie about it. And I appreciate that. I like that a lot.
Passionate about it.
Yeah, and I respect it.
He asked the creator of the game if he could do it, was in constant talks with the creator of the game to see what they thought of the script.
I'll be honest, I bought a ticket to go see the movie, but I didn't actually show up. But, you know. I ended up not having the time. Something came up. But, you know.
Yeah, it was like a $3 million budget, and he pulled in over $50 million.
Yeah. Yeah, and by the way, he paid out of pocket for it.
Needless to say, he won't have to be doing gambling ads like a certain Chris Stuckman.
Nobody has to do gambling ads. They just pay well.
You're a bitch. It's like, you know, like, I know that you hate being a YouTuber and think it's beneath you, and you wanted to be like, oh, I want to make a movie in Hollywood. Well, you made your movie, bud. It failed. And then when a fellow YouTuber goes and makes a movie that's actually successful, you don't do a review on it. Seems real fucking suspicious.
Yeah. I don't know who you're talking about.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with him.
He's one of the old school movie reviewers.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think...
And not long after his movie failed, he started doing all kinds of really scummy ads in his videos. Like, oh yeah, here's ads for BetterHelp. Here's ad for gambling games. Here's ads for like literal like payday loans.
Yeah, I think most Critical talked about that when he was talking about the Markiplier movie.
Yep. Shelby Oaks. That's the movie that Chris Stuckman made.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. I was talking to somebody else about this. Like, why are you mad at other people's success? I want more better entertainment. If somebody gets super successful off of something shitty, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, you know, like a lot of influencer stuff. Sure. Yeah, let's shit on that.
I hate
Whatever.
the fact that the Lilo and Stitch made over $1 billion. That's a catastrophic result as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, but that's... in all honesty, that's sort of... That made over $1 billion, kind of the same reason why Markiplier's movie made so much money is because there's an audience that wanted to go see it. Like, Lilo and Stitch came out when I was a kid. Love that movie. Classic movie. As an adult, I realized a lot of the implications going on in there, and it makes me tear up a bit. Yeah, it was also... I think it was like the last of the true Disney animation, too. Where the 2D animation.
Like that, and like the Emperor's New Groove were like kind of like the last crop.
Yeah,
but yeah, like
Lilo and Stitch
action remake basically takes the themes and the heart and like the core story of the original movie and takes it behind the woodshed and blows its brains out with a shotgun.
Yeah, I need to watch the movie, but
that thing did not have a quick death.
Yeah,
right.
But like, so people that were my age when Lilo and Stitch came out, now the live action is coming out. A lot of those people have kids, so it's like, oh yeah, let's go see the live action Lilo and Stitch. This will be like our kids' first movie theater experience with a movie that I love that's now live action. And I think that's how it made all of its money, is just nostalgia, parents introducing their kids to a story that they loved. Yeah.
I wish that you had all just stayed home and showed your kids the original movie.
Yeah, but nobody knew it was going to be like that. That's the thing.
We won't let my son watch the live action.
Yeah, of course.
It's like, I feel like it's unfortunate,
the
but a lot of people
cartoon
just
one.
aren't paying attention. Because the Disney live action remakes have been on a downward trajectory for a while.
Yeah.
To be fair, so
yeah, they've
has
all been...
Disney.
Deadpool and Wolverine was pretty good. That was technically Disney.
Yeah, but you're talking about something that Ryan Reynolds had his dick in.
Yeah.
I'd say fingers, but that's not fitting to a Deadpool movie.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he told Disney to shut up with his dick and made his movie.
he gave them a mushroom stamp.
He shoved his cock right in Mickey Mouse's mouth to shut the fuck up.
All right, we're doing it my way now.
Yeah. Dude, even just that, like, that one simple line of, "Fuck you, Fox, I'm going to Disneyland," and then he smashes his face into the camera and breaks the lens and stuff. Like, that was such a good, like, little moment.
Oh,
I'm at a weird point where I want to see more Deadpool, but I don't want Deadpool to be like overexposed. Like he has his time and place.
Going a while between movies works.
Yeah. It would
he's gonna be in
because
Doomsday.
well, canonically, Deadpool and Spider-Man are friends, so it'd be interesting to see them meet in the new Spider-Man movie that's coming out.
Yeah, but if they do, those are rated like PG-13.
It needs to, yeah, it needs to be short. It needs to be a short interaction.
Either a short interaction, or he's got to show up a couple of times and come very close to swearing and go, "No, wait, gotta save it."
No. I say what needs to happen is Deadpool and Spider-Man need to like cross paths for like a few times, and then the next big like Avenger movie, Deadpool like tries to join, and then they just like, fuck off, dude. Like,
from everything I'm hearing, he is going to show up in Doomsday.
All right, I'm okay with that. It's the extent of, like, are they going to do it right? Is always the question. Like, is he going to be there for a quick moment, do a little quippy joke, or I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what could have been really cool, but it's not going to happen because Disney Marvel completely fucked it up. It would have been cool if we could have gotten Deadpool interacting with, I don't know, the actual Taskmaster. That would have been neat.
That can still happen because there's still They're still fixing timelines, so that's still a possibility.
I don't know. I don't trust them with Tony Masters at this point.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying it's possible. And they are starting to branch off and do different things with Marvel. Like Deadpool and Wolverine, I think, was a big thing for Disney. Like, they already knew that the Deadpool franchise was profitable, but to not all fall into the Guardians of the Galaxy style comedy is also okay. That's one thing that I did not like about where Marvel movies went, is after Guardians of the Galaxy came out, which is a funny movie. It's a funny comic. There's a style of comedy to it. But then all Marvel movies had that same fucking style. And they didn't.
Maybe they were already on a downward.
Shit on Joss Whedon.
I wish it was that simple.
No, it's not. There's
like,
a whole hierarchy of stuff going on there.
It's like, oh, ever since like Avengers with Joss Whedon, like the Marvel. It's like, no, it had nothing to do with Joss Whedon. The entire problem is a bunch of people who are not Joss Whedon trying to write Joss Whedon jokes and dialogue and doing it really, really badly.
Yeah.
Which that Buffy reboot is not happening, at least for now.
Hold on 1 second.
And I guess they're trying to do an animated Firefly show, and it's like,
what the?
It's Nathan Fillion who's heading that up, though, so don't count it out completely.
Yeah, the animated Firefly show is all the original cast are doing the voices.
Yeah, I know. It's just, I think people should just temper their expectations.
Well, at least they'll come out in order this time.
What I was gonna say is,
hold on real quick. The reason I got distracted is because, like, I thought my parents were, like, arguing or something. But they do this cute little banter thing where they argue like they're from Louisiana in the swamps. They're just fucking around with each other. Oh, that was cute.
They're just doing wholesome.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just having a good time. Well, my dad does a lot of, like, one, give me my coffee. And she's already going to grab him coffee. I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's all banter for anybody watching later.
I didn't hear shit. But, yeah, it's headed up by Nathan Fillion. It's not directly, it's not directly in, the studios that own it aren't directly involved. They have just given their permission for the cast to do this stuff. So there's a possibility. Like, they don't even know what streaming platform it's gonna come to. So,
which, like, again, it's like, if you needed any more evidence that, like, the higher ups and executives at Disney have no idea what the fuck they're doing, they're just like, oh yeah, Firefly show, that sounds great. Go do it somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Which is probably going to be the best thing for the show.
Yeah, Phil's just like, Man, Disney's run by some dumb motherfuckers, man.
I have seen what happens when like super artsy artists creating media have like free reign. So you need to have some guardrails. But Disney's one of those companies that puts up too many guardrails.
Yeah.
And it's very you need to rein them in to make something cohesive. But other than that, let them be free. Just make sure it's cohesive. That's it. That's all you need to do.
There's a certain amount of meddling
like
that's fine.
That.
And then there's what Disney does.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like there was a movie that
with Marvel after a while. Is that they weren't really hiring directors, they were just like casting them like you would a fucking actor.
Yeah, are you going to do what we want for this film that was the same as the last 5 films? Yeah. Yeah, like there's a movie that Nick was in. I couldn't tell you a single character's name. And I ended up talking to the director who also edited it. I was like, none of the characters ever say each other's names a single time. I don't know a single character's name. He's like, well, that's that and that. Yeah, I don't, though. I watched the movie. I don't know a single character's name. I know him as that guy that came green goo.
I made up my own names.
Kind of an issue. Like, it's kind of hard to care when you don't know who anyone is.
But that's like an artist without any guardrails and not being forced to make a cohesive thing. That movie's fucked, by the way. Nick was great in it. He did a good job. But everything about it is fucked. Yeah. And then there's like I don't know, like John dies at the end. That's a movie that could easily go off the rails. Just by the nature of the subject matter of it. But it's I don't know, it's reined in really well. Good cohesive story throughout it. I need feedback from you guys when I say stuff.
Made a noise.
That is a lot of noise. I don't know what to tell you. I have no knowledge of that movie.
We should have a watch party. We should watch that and Miscongeniality.
Good movie.
Yeah. Underrated movie.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, I just watched Miscongeniality for the first time in like 10 or 15 years the other day. Holds up. Mm-hmm. One thing that I ended up really liking about it, because this was the time of the trope of like, there's a girl in a ponytail and glasses, so she's ugly, sort of thing. What Miscongeniality did different is like Sandra Bullock's character's her existence was gross. Like she's just farting. She's a fucking slob. She doesn't comb or brush her hair at all. She has like She's got like a unibrow starting to form and stuff. She's just a slob that doesn't give a fuck about her. Huh?
Yeah,
Stereotypical what?
Yeah, it wasn't she's all that situation where it's like, oh, you take the glasses off, and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, it was just like, you're just kind of a gross person. You're beautiful, but you're like gross and don't give a fuck about your appearance. And that's something that I really liked. And like the at the end of the movie when she ends up getting with that other FBI agent, they start to date at the end of the movie. That was a relationship that felt earned because even when she was a slob, they had like really good banter with each other and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then they worked really closely on this case, and they got to know each other a bit more, and then they like started to like each other a bit more. The banter started getting a bit more extreme and stuff like that, and then they started dating at the end. It felt like an earned relationship instead of just like, oh, you're pretty now because you were in a beauty contest. I'll date you now. No, it was really personality based.
Yep. Which is what you hope for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, shout out to Miss Congeniality. Underrated movie.
Hands down. Agree.
All right. Sir, you weren't here. You had some stuff going on, so you weren't here last week for our Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network conversation.
Or at least for the end of
I
it.
overheard the entire conversation.
Okay.
It's just that I couldn't respond.
Yeah, that's fair. Do you have thoughts?
No, not really.
Do you want us to restate our points?
No. I'm okay.
All right.
Getting some water, dog.
Well, speaking of dog, should we do the hot dog thing?
I mean, we said we were going to do it.
We keep saying
have
we're gonna
plenty
do
of
it.
time to do
We
it.
kind of didn't.
We keep saying we're going to do it. We don't do it.
People might start calling us frauds.
Who watches us to call
Call
us
me
frauds?
George R.R. Martin. We're really doing
Finish your
the dragons
fucking
are
book,
coming.
George.
We're really doing a dragons are coming thing. By the way, that's another episode of South Park that I saw. It's when they're doing the Game of Thrones stuff. And
Yeah.
Butters goes to see George R.R. Martin. And he just Butters is so pissed off. I'm waiting for the dragons, but all I see are dicks. It's just a bunch of dicks. Big floppy wieners. All I see is wieners, wieners, wieners. And even the background music in the episode is wiener, 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 wiener. Wiener, 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 wiener. Floppy wiener, big floppy wiener, floppy wiener, floppy wiener, wiener, wiener.
I do legitimately have sympathy for fans of A Song of Ice and Fire. He's never finishing those books.
Oh, yeah. By the way, when did he start writing those books.
Long time ago.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah. It gets a lot more depressing when you realize just how long it's been since he wrote the last one.
Well, I want to know when he wrote the first one. 91. Okay.
Yeah.
Because in the South Park movie, there's a Terrence and Phillip film called Asses of Fire. Thought George R.R. Martin might have been might have been stealing a bit. What's fucked up about him not writing the last book is that he keeps writing other stuff. If he wasn't writing other stuff, I'd be like, okay. But
yeah. No, he's frustrated with how people reacted to the end of the show and thought, well, that was going to be my plan. Now everyone's pissed. So I just am not going to finish it because they're ungrateful.
yeah, well, he's pulling a Joss Whedon. He created a good story, but he doesn't have an ending.
Yeah.
That's in reference to what?
Lost.
That wasn't Joss Whedon.
Oh shit, who was that?
That was David Lindelof. And J.J. Abrams at the start.
J.J. Abrams, sorry. That's the guy. That's the guy I was trying to reference.
Yeah, like,
J.J.
David
Abrams,
Lindelof
yeah.
was kind of like towards the like the main writer for Lost, and that guy's a fucking hack. He can't write for shit.
Yeah. No,
He wrote
JJ.
Prometheus, and we all saw how that went.
Sorry, Joss Whedon. Buffy was great. You're good. No, J.J. Abrams was the guy I was thinking of, where it's like really good at starts and middles, but never has an ending for like anything that he does. Like, I don't know, figure it
He
out.
always passes it off to somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a mystery box. That just means that you're bad at writing, JJ.
Yeah, like my high school English class taught me that you need to make sure you have an ending in mind. It doesn't need to be like a thoroughly thought out ending, but it needs to be like
It doesn't even have to be the ending that you end up with.
Yeah, but
yeah, that's what I was getting at.
You need a place that you're going. You need your ending and your like big climax, and those are the two things that you need, and those are things that you are moving towards. And then my English teacher taught me like it's also important to have like good characters and let the attributes of the characters sort of dictate how the story goes to those points, but direct them to those points. You know,
it's like walking out of your house and getting in your car with no destination in mind. It's just like, well, now you're just driving around wasting time and gas.
To be fair, I did that a lot in high school, just smoking weed with friends.
Yes, but the travel was the destination in that case.
Yeah.
Or it was travel to keep one's destination from being detected while doing things one probably shouldn't.
But it's even like when I was living in Seattle, there were two main roads I would walk down to just like get to the store and grab some beer. As I'm walking there, I'm walking by like bars and restaurants where a lot of locals hang out and stuff. On my way, I might run into somebody and I might end up in like a 10-15 minute long conversation. with a buddy while I'm just trying to walk to the store.
That just happens.
Like, yeah. That's the thing. I have my destination, and then something happened along the way. You know?
And sometimes
J.J.
enough things
Abrams
happen
just
enough things
J.J.
happen along
Abrams
the way
just J.J.
that you
Abrams
find-
just sets out the things happening along the way. He doesn't have a destination.
Well, no, like it's entirely intentional. He sets it up, and then he fucks off to do something else, basically leaving anybody that has to finish it for him holding the bag when it all goes wrong. J.J. Abrams is a piece of shit.
J.J. Abrams unbraids rope for everybody else to rebraid. He's untying the anchor and unbraiding the rope for the anchor, and everybody has to rebraid the rope in order to tie the anchor back on to finish it up. This.
Yeah, I honestly, like, the more I look back at it, it's like, I do not know what anyone saw in this asshole.
I liked that first Star Trek movie that I did. It was fun.
Yeah, but one of the writers on that was also Alex Kurtzman, and everybody's like, oh, this was successful, we should give him a job. God, I hate life.
I don't hate life. I just hate Alex Kurtzman.
Well, there's some
Life
changes
allows
happening
Alex
at Star Trek.
Kurtzman to exist, therefore I hate life.
There's some changes at Star Trek about to happen.
Yeah.
Or at least Rod Roddenberry thinks so. Rimshee, pull it up. We have an article about this.
I'm pulling it up now.
Good segue, Jables. High five to me. Boom. Wait, other side. Sorry. Yeah, we're not close enough anymore.
We're high-fiving in the phased-out section.
Yeah. You guys can't see it, but we have stretch powers. Sir, if you would like to read this, I posted it again in topics, if you don't already have it up.
Yeah.
Because I gotta go pee in a bottle.
Ash.
Not bothering me.
From superhero hype. Son of Star Trek creator promises disruptive change under new regime. The son of the Star Trek creator believes the franchise could enter a stronger era under Paramount's new leadership. After the company's major merger with Skydance Media, he says the shift could bring meaningful change to the franchise. In August 2025, Paramount went through a major corporate shift after merging with Skydance Media. The deal formed a new company, Paramount Skydance Corporation, with David Ellison taking charge as chairman and CEO. The move quickly raised questions about the future of one of the studio's biggest franchises, Star Trek. Those questions surfaced again at the Saturn Awards in 2026, where Star Trek Strange New Worlds earned a nomination for Best Science Fiction Television Series on the red carpet. Producers Trevor Roth and Rod Roddenberry discussed the leadership change and what it could mean for the franchise moving forward. I like how they don't mention there that they gave Alex Kurtzman a fucking Lifetime Achievement Award at the fucking Saturns. And how he gave a really bitter fucking speech.
Basically blaming the fans. I didn't watch it, so I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, like he didn't outright, but like you could tell like by the way he was kind of talking, like yeah, he's real bitter that people don't like his shit. In an interview with the Direct, Trevor Ross said the creative team wants the new executives to truly get what makes Star Trek stand out. You might need an entirely new team and maybe new executives. He explains that the franchise is not just about flashy sci-fi action or pure entertainment. That was never what it was about! Ah! Oh, I already have my doubts. Press an X to doubt. He explains that oh yeah, I just read that. It also opens the door to bigger conversations about real-world issues. Jesus Christ. Stop putting modern-day shit in there. Stop. That's why Star Trek's not fucking relevant anymore.
Yeah.
Roth noted the heart of Star Trek lies in storytelling that entertains while also tackling meaningful themes that matter today. When's the last time any of that happened? He also shared a positive early impression of the new leadership. From what the team has seen so far, Roth said the executives seem to understand and respect that unique value. Rod Roddenberry shared a similar upbeat view about the future of Star Trek.
Star Trek always tackled issues of the times, but the issues of the times were always based on their exploration to other planets. And I think that's what was lost. Is that it's like the tiniest little bit of nuance, but I think it's an important bit of nuance. It's like the Star Trek crew we're past all that shit. But now we're visiting planets and we have to negotiate these issues with that planet and get them to progress as well, you know.
Yeah, it's the idealized or a idealized version.
Yeah, it's like whereas with Kurtzman Trek, pretty much all the time it's like, oh yeah, it's like the themes or like the things pertaining to our modern day has all the subtlety of the one fat bitch at the titty bar.
Yeah, it's well, yeah. I told you guys about that one episode where the cadet was getting married and there was no stakes.
Mm-hmm.
Like his parents weren't even mad at him. The stakes were so low.
None of this mattered.
Yeah, none of it mattered. He was freaking out over nothing.
Like, thanks, show, for telling me that you have deliberately wasted my time.
And the girl that he was marrying was even like, no, you're becoming your own self being in Starfleet, and you're becoming a better person. Finish doing what you're doing with Starfleet. Find yourself, become a better person, then come back to me, and we'll get married later. Like that, the stakes were
no stakes.
Engagement is still on. We just don't have to get married right now.
Nothing changed.
Yeah. We're they started the episode making it seem like there was a culture of like they had to get married because her parents got sick. So they had to get married so that there could be a married couple, like king and queen of this planet. And it turns out they didn't need that. Like, she can just run it herself. So, it's fine. Everything's fine. Her parents weren't even mad. His parents weren't mad. You don't even see her or his parents actually in that episode. They say nothing. They have no input on the whole discussion about it.
It's just like, why are we here? Just to suffer.
Yep. Yep. That season's over anyway, so I might watch the next I might watch the last 2 episodes, maybe, just so I can bitch to you guys about them.
Hyper fucking dumb. Hyper dumb.
Well, yeah, I missed last week's episode. Oh wait, no, I need to watch the last 3 then, because there's last week, the week before, and then this week's. Or is it only 2? I don't know. I only watch them to bitch to you guys about them. That's it. This show's not good. I want
by Sacred Cow Shipyards.
Wait, real quick. I just want to get this up. Keep in mind, everybody, I am very easily entertained. I can find entertainment in a lot of shitty fucking shows and stuff like that. I watched all 15 seasons of Supernatural. Yeah, new Star Trek is not good. I'm very easily entertained, and I'm saying that. All right. Anyways, sir, continue.
It's funny. You're like,
he's not
just,
wrong.
It's one of those things where, like, the more that you watch Kurtzman Trek, the more that you just realize how much they just don't give a shit and don't do any kind of basic research. Like, I was watching a video by Sacred Cow Shipyards the other day, and he brought up something that I hadn't even thought about. It's like, so, after the burn happened, why didn't the Romulans take over the galaxy?
That is a very fair point. I'm pretty sure that's discovered. Wait, no, because that was the end of Discovery is when the burn happens.
Yeah, but it ends all warp drive. Dilithium crystal-based warp drive. But the Romulans use
for people who don't know
base.
Yeah. So most spacefaring races in Star Trek use a matter-antimatter reaction in their warp cores that is moderated by dilithium crystals. When the dumb alien cried for his mommy, he rendered all of the dilithium in the universe inert, which caused a whole bunch of people to explode because their antimatter reactions were not being contained anymore. But as Rimshee just said, Romulans don't use matter-antimatter for their warp drives. At least not in the Daredevil class Warbird.
I hadn't thought about that either. Wow.
They use quantum singularity drives, basically artificial black holes. Yeah. Why didn't the Romulans take over the fucking galaxy?
Why didn't quantum singularity drives take over as the dominant tech?
Yeah, it's like
even if the Romulans didn't take over.
You mean to tell me that the Federation, who knows full well that the Romulans use quantum singularities in their warp cores and know about that technology existing, that they wouldn't have reverse engineered that for their own ships? And given
hold on. Also, on top of that, this shouldn't even just be like an oversight thing. Because even in the first J.J. Abrams Star Trek film, that's like the whole plot, is that they use quantum singularity to go back in time. Spock does that.
No, he uses red matter.
He uses red... Okay.
It was not his intention to go back in time. His original intention was to use the red matter to safely collapse Romulus's star, so it didn't supernova and kill the entire system.
Yeah, okay. Still. Yeah, whatever.
Which makes
Never
no
mind. That
sense,
ruins
because
my
once
whole
you
point.
kill the sun, you kill the system.
No,
Yeah,
it
but
was
it would at least have given
everybody.
the Romulans more. It's stupid that their sun was going to explode and they didn't fucking notice until that point.
Well, I thought they had already. I thought they had already started building all their structures underground so they could live off the geothermal energy.
What geothermal energy? A lot of that geothermal energy is formed from gravitational forces and those gravitational interactions with the sun and other planets. Without that sun,
well, it was more like heat. It was more like heat from the molten core or whatever. I don't know. I don't
yeah,
know.
that is caused.
I'm
not a scientist. I'm not a scientist. I'm a doctor.
And it's like our moon had a molten core at one point, but it kind of cooled off a long time ago. The moon's dead.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know.
But it's like
the moon is alive with the sound of music.
Moon's haunted.
You can, and some people's like, oh, that's just like an obscure nerd thing that like nobody knows. It's like, no, if you're a Star Trek fan, you know this shit.
Yeah, like until you said why didn't the Romulans take over, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, as soon as I said why didn't the Romulans take over, you immediately are like quantum singularities.
Yeah.
Because you're a Star Trek fan and you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh. I want to call my mom real quick.
And this is according to Gary of Nerdrotic. He has people inside Hollywood that tell him things.
I would say allegedly, but I'm pretty sure he actually does.
No, he's definitely being fed information.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second, guys.
But I would normally say allegedly. He just happens to have something to back it up.
What's up?
Hey, Mom.
Hey.
Real quick, you are on the show right now. We have a little question to pose to you and Dad that none of us had thought of before, but somebody else had posed the question.
Just answer the simplest version, Jables. Just ask why the Romulans didn't take over the galaxy after the burn.
Somebody posed a question to the for me. Like this. Yeah, it's Jake. Okay, Jake, go ahead.
Okay, so why didn't the Romulans take over after the burn? Because their warp drives are based off of quantum. Sorry, why didn't the Romulans take over after the big burn?
I told you exactly what to say.
Nobody had warp, but what are you saying about their warp drives?
It's based off of quantum singularity.
It may be in the. Are you sure? I don't know. I don't know. That's deep Star Trek right there. Do you know, David? I don't even know the answer.
That's the core tenet of several episodes of TNG.
Picture until the Kelvin.
Apparently, it's a core tenet of several episodes of TNG. Is that their warp drives work? Their warp drives work differently off of quantum singularities instead of the matter-antimatter.
Like, I forget the episode
that's
name.
Stabilized by dilithium.
Well,
I forget the episodes. Yeah, go ahead.
Specifically, the reason why the Romulans use quantum singularities, especially in the big Daenerys class warbirds,
So, hold on. Well, you guys ponder that for a bit. So I just wanted to bring it up. Yep. All right. Have a good
But
one.
the primary reason why they use the quantum singularities in the Daedalus class warbird is because it allows them to be better. It works better with their cloaking devices when they're
Yeah.
warp.
Yeah, that's fine. You just gave my parents like a week of discussion, so thank you guys.
Not a problem. But like the main drawbacks, it's like while it was better for like keeping a ship that big stealthy at warp speed, there were a few drawbacks. One of which is that they're slower. They're not as fast as your standard antimatter matter reactors. And they have the unfortunate issue that if something goes wrong with the core, that it can suck the entire ship into it because it's a miniature black hole.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if you heard my dad, but he was like, I don't know why, because they didn't tell us.
No, they do.
Yeah. All right.
Well, like they didn't tell us.
Wait, hold on.
Kurtzman Trek, that's for sure.
Oh, give me 1 second. My parents are directly above me right now. By the way, I'm
They're
down in the
discussing it,
basement
aren't
in the
they?
living room. Yeah, they are.
But what I was saying is that according to Gary, the plan right now with Star Trek is that they're wanting to reboot it with a movie, but they have no idea what they're going to do.
Oh,
like they don't have a story, they don't have a direction really. They have no idea what they're going to do with Star Trek.
well, when you say they have no idea, like I'm instantly, I have like 7 ideas that are trying to fight for first place right now. So having no idea, like Star Trek, there's so much you can do. The hardest part of Star Trek, I legitimately think the hardest part of Star Trek is like characters. You need good characters to.
It's, I would say, the most important part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because the situations.
Most important part is that you need a good, competent commanding officer. You need that anchor for the entire show.
Yeah. Good, competent commanding officer. A competent but willing to learn number 2. And then you flush out the rest of the cast with, I don't know, there's a lot of things to choose from for the rest of the cast. But you need like,
I need to believe that
You
these
need
people are
you
supposed
need
to be here and can actually do this shit.
Yeah, you need Starfleet applicable personalities. You can be eccentric, but you need to have discipline. You know.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I have been looking. I've been looking for an answer to why the Romulans haven't taken over. But the best argument I've seen is just because we haven't seen that the quantum singularity drive doesn't run on, or just because we haven't seen the quantum singularity drive running on dilithium doesn't mean it doesn't use dilithium. It's probably the best, but it's absence of evidence is not evidence of absence argument.
Yeah,
Which,
it seems like a cop out.
It's true, but at the same time, the number of the times we, like, especially the one episode I was thinking about most was Timescape. Like, we would have seen or heard something about dilithium during Timescape, if they used dilithium. I think there's a strong argument that if it was going to appear anywhere, it would appear in Timescape, which is the...
Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Is that people are like, oh, we don't know. It's like, no, we do know, though. We do know. Because here's the thing. When you think of an antimatter reactor for a warp drive in a Star Trek ship, think of an actual nuclear reactor.
Yeah.
Actual nuclear reactors have these things called control rods. That's what the dilithium crystals are. They're a moderator.
That's right. I forgot about that. Whereas the quantum singularity drive
control the rate of the antimatter and matter reaction, which is why when it goes inert, that reaction is no longer controlled and the ship explodes.
Yeah.
So
there's no antimatter-matter reaction going on with the quantum singularity. That's not how it works.
You're right. I forgot about that. I absolutely forgot about that. But yeah, there's no way.
My mom texted me a thought about this. She said, however, the Romulan supernova and the fall of the Romulan Empire centuries later likely led to the abandonment of this technology.
I
don't know. Seems sus.
Yeah.
Surviving Romulans who settled on Nivar Vulcan in the 32nd century did not use quantum singularity drives, suggesting this technology was lost or deemed too dangerous. But when you're out of the dilithium, you use what you can. Sure, it's dangerous, but
yeah. When you have
the Romulans were the Romulans were, as they say in the ghetto, bout it. They're conquering shit.
Also, again, you cannot tell me that Starfleet, the United Federation of Planets, just sat around with their thumbs up their asses without warp drive for like 100 years.
Especially
that does not happen.
No, they didn't have warp drive, but they could still move around.
Yeah, but
very slow.
Starfleet would have been like, okay, so dilithium's out. How else do we do warp drive? Quantum singularity? Quantum singularity. They would have had it figured out in like a month at most.
Yeah, you would have been able to go to the Romulans and talk to them, because you've got Romulan refugees. You think that you're dealing with refugees, you're not going to look at the scientists and say, hey, join our science team. Give us the info on this, and we'll take care of you.
You may not even need to do that. because
Nut-
the Romulans. Hold on. The Romulans helped you fight the Dominion War. And you know that Section 31 stole all their shit while they were cooperating.
Oh, hands down.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
The only reason we didn't replace the Defiant with the Defiant cloak with another cloak when we had to replace the Defiant was because we wanted to keep an air of, yeah, we aren't using this tech. We know how to make it, though.
Yeah, it's like...
We're not... I mean, we equipped a ship with it, but we're not using it.
No, they
Yeah,
had the one,
thing,
and one of the requirements was the Romulans had to be on board.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was one of their cloaking devices on the Defiant.
Yeah,
but you're not going to tell me
it was
you're not going to tell me they didn't have someone go in
the
and
reason
figure
why
that shit out.
Starfleet ships don't have cloaking devices has nothing to do with Starfleet not knowing how cloaking devices work.
It's treaties.
Guys, I'd say
Pure and
Yeah,
simple.
it's treaties.
I need some time to think about the whole Romulan thing. About how they didn't take over.
Well,
so
I can accept them not taking over. That's one thing. But quantum singularity drives not replacing warp drives, I don't accept.
I said, like, they are a form of warp drive.
It's a known technology.
Because here's the thing. The original warp drive for, like, human ships, like, in Star Trek First Contact, the Phoenix, the very first human-built warp-capable ship, that thing didn't have an antimatter reactor. It had a nuclear fusion reactor.
Yeah.
Early human warp ships used nuclear reactors.
So
there are multiple ways that you can achieve warp drive.
I'm going to have to double check some stuff. I'm going to have to think about this. Because you know me. I like to come up with a good counter argument. So I don't think I will be able to with this one. Because this fucking Strange New Worlds was fun. I think it was good if you can get past, like, new actors playing old characters. I thought it was pretty good. Lower Decks. Not Kurtzman. That started made by fans. I think that's a very fun little cartoon. Have a good time with it. But this is the most glaring problem I've heard of about New Trek. And I need to figure it out, and I need to do some, like, double checking and research.
You know, like, it's bad enough that the burn itself doesn't make any sense at all outside of just magic. It's just like, so you mean to tell me that in a universe where we know that quantum singularity drives exist and can be created and used for sustainable warp flight, that nobody was doing that?
Yeah.
Honestly, all this really shows is these people don't care.
No, they don't. They don't know what
like,
they're
if you
working
didn't
with.
already know that, these
They
people
never
don't
cared.
care. It's not about Star Trek. It's about their own, whatever the case is.
It's using
the
Alex
specific case of
Kurtzman's own
Kurtzman.
words.
Yeah, in Kurtzman's
It's
case,
a platform for his beliefs.
Which is it's not it. The interesting. Oh fucking! It irritates me so much when people miss the point of things. This happens a lot with jokes. like somebody will make a joke like I don't know. It'll involve some people, but the actual subject matter of the joke doesn't actually involve those people. What they're making fun of is something different, and then it feels like that's what is happening to Star Trek. The beautiful thing about Star Trek is you're going out and exploring new worlds, but you are like, but it's this ship full of like a more enlightened society having to safely navigate the social norms of other planets and sort of like, you know, help them along the way, help them with their issues, whatever's going on, civil war, some diseases happening, too much sexism, I don't know.
Too
Whatever
little
it is.
sexism.
Yeah, too little sexism, reverse sexism, racism, whatever. But it is like when I say they're above all that, I don't mean that in like a condescending way. I mean it's like they've gone. The people on the Enterprise have gone through all the philosophical and cultural changes that led them to this point. That's it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Makes sense to
It's
me.
like
Yeah.
It's like for as
Yeah,
much as
so-
I love Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine is my favorite Star Trek series.
Yeah.
I am not happy to this day about, Ben Sisko talking about racism in the episode where they have to help Vic. Are you fucking serious right now? Really?
I took that as him describing racism in Vic's time. I didn't take that as him describing racism in the current time.
No, he was using that as justification for his, why should I do this exactly? It's like, there was a time when, people that looked like me would not have even been allowed in this place. It's like, we're not seriously doing this, are we? It did not make any sense. It still doesn't make any sense.
I agree with you. I justified it in a different way in my brain. So, but yeah, I agree with you. If you're using current day stuff, yeah, no, fuck that shit. But however, these. So I'm sitting here. I'm at an impasse. Deep Space Nine might be my favorite Trek.
It's really hard. I know.
But TNG, I used to get set down to naps for TNG. That's just, it's what I grew up with.
Yeah,
my parents recorded every episode on VHS. We could always watch TNG.
Well,
except for a couple episodes.
My introduction to Star Trek was the original series movies. That was my introduction to Star Trek.
Yeah.
My introduction to Star Trek, real introduction, I saw a few TNG episodes, but, my real introduction was Voyager. And I can fully acknowledge that until New Trek came along, Voyager was, if not the worst, it was only beat out by Enterprise.
Voyager is absolutely the most... What I would say about Voyager now is that Voyager is the most inconsistently written Star Trek show.
Hands down, I can't argue with you there. But it still holds
there are
a place in my heart. I can freely
hold on. I can argue with you there because I've seen some of New Trek and it's pretty inconsistent.
I'm talking
We're
about
talking
Star
about prior
Trek
to New Trek.
Jables.
Yeah, we're talking about prior to New Trek. And that's not New Trek spelled N-E-W. That's New Trek spelled N-U-T-R-E-K.
Oh, come on. Don't do new metal like that. New metal's fucking great. I love Korn.
It was like, that's not fair. And I agree, it's not
Korn's
fair.
great. Boom, bop, boom, bop, beat up.
Yeah, I
You know?
would much rather listen to any Korn song than sit through an episode of Star Trek Discovery.
Come on, Freak on a Leash is a great song. And their song Adidas, All Day I Dream About Sex. Come on.
Yeah,
Classic.
like now if like with New Trek, it's like it's not that it's inconsistent, it's just that there was no consistency to begin with.
Yeah, you have to have
No,
something.
The only thing it's
consistent.
consistent in is that it's consistently terrible.
They have a platform, but they don't know what they're doing with it, and it's and there's I'll defend Strange New Worlds a lot.
Yeah,
But with Discovery and Star Trek Academy, it's a lot like M. Night Shyamalan's The Last Airbender. The movie that we should never talk about, but is relevant in this conversation.
but it's just like, you know, like it's like you're talking about it's like, these people that are running Star Trek now. They're like, we are using Star Trek to like address, you know, like injustices and, you know, like inequalities and all this stuff, you know, like stuff that was never addressed before. And it's like, so you never watched Star Trek?
Yeah, no, you use the other planets to do that. You don't use Star Trek to do that.
Yeah, you don't use Starfleet to do this.
Yeah.
Especially not
I give
24th century and onwards Starfleet.
I give Starfleet Academy a slight pass because they are cadets, so they aren't fully trained and they don't have full discipline, whatever, blah blah blah. I give them a slight pass on that point. There's the rest of the show that's bad. Yeah, it's like, as much as I hate Wesley and I wish they would have killed him in that one episode, but that one episode when he accidentally crossed when he accidentally crossed over when he touched the grass and they went and it was a whole society of stay off my grass.
It's like, oh,
I tried to block Wesley out, so I don't remember this episode.
That's literally he was playing a game of catch with some other kids or like some weird game of football or whatever, and he fell into a bush, and they're like, "Oh, you're sentenced to death now. You crossed a fence."
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah.
as they like,
He doesn't fall into a bush. He falls and accidentally breaks like a greenhouse or something.
No, it was no. He crossed a fence into a bush. I remember it because I logged it into my brain because I was like,
a fence.
That is the most. Yeah, because it was I logged it in my brain because it was the most ridiculous reason to be sent to death. You can send him to death for everything else he's done. That's fine. But like crossing that little fence and like running into a bush because he was trying to catch a ball.
shut up, Wesley.
That's not on him. That's a legit accident. He's
Yeah.
done things purposefully that I would kill him for. Like,
He's done things by accident I would kill him for. Because, and he did things on accident because of purposeful actions.
yeah, like
But-
the force field episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but those you're supposed to be like an enlightened society, exploring other cultures and then navigating that to a point. And like even when Starfleet would go to a planet and like solve a problem, a lot of times they would leave, that culture's still pretty fucked up. I hope they learn better. And they'd move on.
Yeah, because
That happened a lot.
to inspire these other cultures to rise above themselves.
Yeah.
To go out into the
Not to
stars
forcibly
and find new worlds of their own.
not to forcibly make them progressive, but to be like, hey, have you ever thought of this? Bye. And just leave them with the thoughts. And just keep going.
It's like it shouldn't be this hard.
Yeah, when I was in high school, when I was in like 10th grade, so this was like 2007, 2008-ish. Obama wasn't even elected yet. I did a whole speech on like gay rights because gay marriage wasn't legal yet. And like I was including people in the class. I was like, "Hey, what if this guy, your guys' friend, what if he was gay? That makes nothing different. Just nothing different about him. He just likes dudes."
I did watch that Weird Al is a lesbian video you posted.
Oh yeah. Hey, that's in my private section. That's in my private section that I leave open to you guys.
It's still funny.
Don't
though.
tell. Yeah. But don't talk about stuff like that on stream.
I'll be right
Those are-
back. My kid
those-
pooed on the potty
those are
all,
my
on,
weird
all on
things.
his own, so I'm dealing with that, and it's great.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and praise him. But yeah. No, I did like a whole speech on like gay rights. It's like and like I legit feel like I put into a lot of those kids' heads. Like, yeah, I wouldn't think any differently of this person if they were gay. I just wouldn't get naked in front of them. And that's progress. Sir, I need you to
There's sound
give me
going on in the
feedback.
background.
Why is there sound? What?
Because I live with people.
Oh, with you. Okay. I was like, I can't hear it. Does that make you feel better?
I was just making sure it wasn't getting picked up by the mic.
No, you're
There's,
good.
like water running, and I know that can be really irritating for some.
If something was being picked up by your mic, I'd let you know.
All right.
Yeah.
Another thing that's just like been kind of lost about Star Trek is like kind of like the Western aspect of it.
Yeah.
Like TNG and like the original series before is like it's kind of like Wagon Train. Like you're out there on the frontier, like having all these encounters and all this fun stuff going on. Whereas, you know, like Deep Space Nine is more like Gunsmoke. It's like a little western town right there on the fringe.
Yeah.
You even got your sheriff, fucking Odo.
But like another thing I liked about TNG is like when they were going to other planets, there were always compliments of things that they liked about it, regardless of how like shitty that society was or whatnot. They'd be like, "Oh, that's cool."
Well, yeah, because like they always have to keep in mind, it's like, you know, like we're the visitors here.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's not their job to change people, but they can plant some seeds. You know? And
also,
that,
it's just, you know, like you don't go into somebody else's house and shit on their table.
Yeah.
Unless you wanna get
Well,
shot at.
it depends on the person. Kurtzman's house, I would.
well, he's done something to you. You didn't just show up at his house and shit on his table.
Well, yeah,
He's actually done something to you.
Kurtzman came into our house, the Star Trek fandom, and shat all over the place.
He pooed in a paint bucket, stirred it, painted the walls with it, and called it an upgrade.
There's
Yeah.
fucking shit everywhere. There's shit all over the place.
I think it's time we end the show.
Yeah, I think we're at a good stopping point.
Yeah. It will happen. The hot dog debate will happen.
Yes.
Not this
Yeah.
one.
I'm in a good mood because my kid just went poo on the potty all on his own.
Sweet.
Yeah, progress.
He's been doing
Is
that,
that a
more
hot-
recently, but what?
Is that a hot dog? Find out next week.
Yeah, maybe we'll cover it next week. Maybe we'll put it off another week. Depends on what Jable finds.
What, Jable?
And, and it's also
I wasn't gonna
more
say
fun to do
anything.
these. It's more fun to do these debates with an audience. So if we actually have people in chat, yes, we will definitely do the hot dog debate. If we have people in chat, it makes it a lot easier to do these arguments because then we get chat interaction. So
All right,
It's
everyone,
not just
take
us.
care.
yeah, take care. Bye.
Yep.
See you next week. Same
Bye.
time, same place, same platforms. Maybe we'll go on Kick next week. Who knows?
We'd have to re-find our password for it. Bye!